Jack Frose's posthumous emails. In June 2011, 32-year-old Jack Frose of Dunmore, Pennsylvania, died unexpectedly from a heart arrhythmia. His friends and family were devastated. About 5 months later, in November 2011, several of Jack's closest contacts began receiving emails from Jack's own account, long after he was gone. These messages referenced private jokes and recent events in very specific detail. The first email went to Jack's best friend, Tim Hart. One night, Hart was checking his inbox when an email appeared with the subject line, "I'm watching," and Jack's name listed as the sender. Inside, the brief message read, "Did you hear me? I'm at your house. Clean your attic." This shocked Tim because just a few months before Jack's death, the two friends had joked about cleaning Hart's attic, a conversation only they knew about. Seeing Jack reference that exact topic after his passing made Hart panic. He even replied to the email in hopes of an explanation, but no answer ever came. After the shock subsided, Hart felt a strange comfort. He wondered if, in some impossible way, his late friend was still keeping an eye on him. As he later told reporters, the email was very quick and short, but to a point that only Jack and I could relate on. Not long after, Jack's cousin Jimmy McGraw also received an email from Jack's account. Titled, "Hey Jim," it contained another oddly prescient message. "How you doing? I knew you were gonna break your ankle. Tried to warn you. Gotta be careful." Incredibly, Jimmy had indeed broken his ankle about a week before that email arrived, an injury he'd told almost no one about. The email even mentioned a third person, urging Jimmy to tell Rock about a certain song, implying Jack or whoever sent it knew something the group had discussed privately. Jimmy was amazed. He said the email felt like Jack reaching out to encourage him to heal and move on, almost as if Jack's spirit had sent a protective warning. "I'd like to say Jack sent it," Jimmy said, "because he's gone, but he's still trying to connect with me." To this day, the source of Jack Frose's posthumous emails remains unexplained. Only a handful of messages were ever received. No new ones have been reported since late 2011. Hart initially suspected Jack's mother might have sent the messages as a way to comfort everyone, but when he asked her, she only replied, "Think what you want," or accept it as a gift. In other words, she neither confirmed nor denied any involvement, leaving the mystery open to interpretation. For many who hear the tale, the most intriguing, if least scientific explanation, is that Jack Frose found a way to communicate from the afterlife, using modern technology to deliver comfort and humor to those he left behind. Jack was known for his playful personality and love of jokes, so some of his friends choose to believe these emails truly were his way of saying, "I'm still here, one last time." Happy Valley Dream Survey. In 2015, residents of Oregon's Willamette Valley began spotting odd flyers plastered around Portland. The plain white posters asked in bold letters, "Have you been having strange dreams?" and invited people to call a phone number to report any bizarre or unexplainable dreams they'd experienced. Titled, "The Willamette Valley Dream Survey," the notice claimed to be investigating a recent spike in unusual dream activity. At first, many assumed this was a simple prank or college art project. After all, an unsolicited dream survey sounds pretty far-fetched. Searching online at the time gave no official research study by that name, raising more suspicion that it was a hoax. Yet those curious enough to call the number got a surprise. The phone line worked, and it wasn't a joke. Callers who dialed the Willamette Valley Dream Survey number were greeted by a female robotic voice. The automated message politely asked them to please leave a description of your dream after the tone. If the caller left a voicemail describing a recent weird dream, nothing obvious happened next. There was no live person on the line, and initially, no one called back. In some cases, people later reported receiving a brief text or voicemail thanking them for their participation, but no further instructions. The survey did not collect names or any obvious personal data beyond the dream account. All of this made the flyer campaign even more mystifying. Someone went through considerable effort, designing posters, distributing them around a city, setting up a dedicated phone line with a custom-recorded prompt, seemingly just to hear strangers' dreams, without any clear benefit or follow-up. It felt too elaborate for a mere prank, as one observer noted. Yet there was no visible organization or research study taking credit. For a few years, the dream survey topic went quiet. Then, in early 2020, a new wave of posters appeared, this time in Utah, referring to a Happy Valley dream survey. These flyers looked almost identical to the Oregon ones, again asking if people were having strange dreams and giving a phone number to call. Utah's Utah Valley region is colloquially known as Happy Valley, which may explain the name. Once again, those who called heard a very similar female robotic voice requesting dream reports. And again, callers noted later that they might get a cryptic call back in the middle of the night. The phone would ring only briefly, not long enough to answer, almost as if the survey line was pinging them, but refusing to engage in a conversation. By now, the strange posters and phone line had become a hot topic online, drawing the attention of mystery enthusiasts on Reddit and elsewhere. Public theories and reactions. The Happy Valley Dream Survey drew major attention on Reddit in mid-2020, where users on mystery forums shared findings and theories. Some believed it might be part of an alternate reality game, ARG, a viral marketing stunt using real-world elements like flyers and phone numbers. Maybe a new horror movie or video game was behind it? Yet no related product ever appeared, and the campaign lacked typical ARG features like clues or prizes. Another theory suggested it was a scam to collect phone numbers. Skeptics warned that by leaving voicemails, callers might expose their numbers to whoever set up the project, though the lack of requests for names or addresses made the idea seem unlikely and strangely inefficient. As discussions grew, some users reported receiving creepy texts or voice calls after contacting the survey, leading to rumors of curses or secret cult recruitment. Local tech hobbyists noted a possible link to Feudal, a free phone network in Portland, because the Willamette survey number appeared in Feudal's directory. This sparked claims that Feudal was behind the project, frustrating Feudal's organizers. In a public statement, a Feudal representative stressed that no one has identified who runs the surveys or why, even after years of investigation by experienced phone enthusiasts. Despite all the theories, the Happy Valley and Willamette Valley Dream Survey remains unsolved. The creator's identity and purpose are unknown. The phone numbers stopped accepting voicemails, and no new flyers have appeared since 2020. Whether it was an art project, a study, or a long-running prank is still debated. Anonymous dream surveys are eerie enough, but our next mystery brings anonymity to a new level. For decades, a group has placed coded messages in a college newspaper. The Mayday Mystery. Every year on May 1st, May Day, students at the University of Arizona would open their campus newspaper, the Daily Wildcat, to find a bizarre full-page advertisement filled with cryptic text and symbols. This annual tradition appears to have started on May 1st, 1981, when a mysterious notice ran in the Wildcat featuring Chinese characters that translated to "Long Live Chairman Mao," signed only with the date May Day 1981. In the following years, more strange ads kept appearing each May 1st, growing more elaborate over time. By the late 1980s and 1990s, these Mayday ads often included a dense collage of elements, quotes in multiple languages, Latin, German, Hebrew, etc., complex mathematical formulas, maps and coordinates, obscure historical references, and a small cartoon drawing of a smirking face that became a recurring mascot. Each ad looked like a coded message or puzzle begging to be solved. They were all clearly from the same source, yet the author never identified themselves by name, signing only with cryptic clues, and occasionally the moniker "The Orphanage." In 1995, a freshman named Brian Hance happened upon the Mayday page and became intrigued. The 1995 ad was a full-page enigma on page 16 of the Wildcat. Hance was hooked. He started digging through the library archives and discovered that similar ads had been published every May 1st going back to 1981, all seemingly connected. Sensing he'd stumbled onto something big, Brian Hance created a website, maydayMystery.org/Mayday, to scan and share all the past Mayday mystery ads he found. For the first time, this decades-long mystery escaped the confines of the campus paper and entered the internet age, attracting puzzle enthusiasts from around the world. Throughout the late 1990s and 2000s, an online community grew around the Mayday mystery. Solvers like Hance and Kate Vesely traded theories on forums, and eventually on a dedicated Facebook group, that Vesely started for fans of the mystery. People painstakingly translated the foreign passages, identified source quotes, ranging from Shakespeare to obscure 1970s textbooks, and tried to decode numerical ciphers embedded in the ads. Despite these efforts, the core purpose and message of the ads remained elusive. The group behind the ads, known only as the Orphanage, as mentioned in some of the texts, communicated just enough to tease investigators without giving away their identity. On a few occasions, Hans received emails from someone claiming to represent the orphanage. These emails were themselves written in a riddle-like style, congratulating puzzle solvers on minor insights or dropping new hints, but never revealing the people involved. They made it clear that the orphanage was aware of Hans's website and the community's efforts. In one note, the mysterious sender even acknowledged watching Hans's progress, indicating a kind of playful cat-and-mouse relationship between the puzzle makers and puzzle solvers. Who, or what, is the orphanage? Investigators eventually found one lead. The ads were often placed through a Tucson lawyer named Robert Truman Hungerford. Hungerford is the only individual publicly tied to the mystery, acting as a kind of spokesperson for the orphanage. In emails and communications, he has neither confirmed nor denied being a member, but has interacted with solvers and the university on the group's behalf. He once hinted that the orphanage is a collective, possibly a secret society, working behind the scenes to create the puzzles. Hungerford has joked with the community and suggested that fully understanding the mystery would reveal a profound transformation or major truth, fueling more speculation about a grand purpose behind the cryptograms. Some believe the mystery is the work of eccentric academics or students, an inside joke that became more elaborate over time. Others suggest it could be a radical political or religious group encoding hidden messages, since May 1st and revolutionary slogans often appear. More extreme theories involve secret societies like the Illuminati using the college paper for covert communication. What's clear is that whoever is behind it has serious funding, full-page ads year after year aren't cheap, and strong commitment. The ads continued steadily through the 2000s and 2010s, only rarely skipping a year. When one May 1st ad was missing, the orphanage later subtly acknowledged it without explanation. After more than 40 years, the Mayday Mystery is still active and unsolved. By 2025, solvers have uncovered connections to historical battles and religious concepts, with some believing the ads point toward a philosophical or political revelation. But no full solution has been found, and the orphanage continues to guard its secrets carefully. The Mayday Mystery proves that some enigmas can endure for generations, yet not every internet mystery stays unanswered. Our final case, the Celebrity Number 6 mystery, is one where relentless online collaboration finally cracked the code, revealing the true identity of a long unknown face after nearly 5 years. The Celebrity Number 6 mystery. In January 2020, a Reddit user by the handle @TonsaH made an unusual request on the platform. They had a piece of old fabric, in fact, a set of decorative curtains printed with illustrations of various Hollywood celebrities. Each celebrity's portrait on the fabric was numbered, 1 through 6, and TonsaH could recognize all but one of them. Curiously, the face labeled number 6 did not match any famous person they knew, which was puzzling because the others were clearly known stars. The user posted a photo of the curtain on Reddit and asked for help identifying who celebrity number 6 was. The internet's collective skills kicked into action. Quickly, people in the thread identified the other faces. For example, numbers 1 to 5 turned out to include actors and models like Orlando Bloom and Jessica Alba, among other A-listers. But the mystery woman at number 6 stumped everyone. She appeared to be a brunette model or actress, possibly from the late 1990s or early 2000s era, judging by the style of the artwork, but no name fit the image. The hunt for celebrity number 6's identity soon grew into a dedicated online community. A subreddit called r/celebrity number 6 was created, attracting thousands of members determined to solve the mystery. Over the next few years, these hobbyist detectives tried countless approaches. They scoured databases of magazine covers and fashion catalogs from the 1990s, thinking number 6 might be an international model from a past era. They used reverse image search tools on the stylized illustration, and even attempted to reconstruct what the real photo might look like. Since the curtain showed an art-like rendering, not a simple photograph. At one point, some wondered if celebrity number 6 was actually not a real person at all, perhaps a composite face or a work of AI-generated art. After almost 5 years of research, the mystery was finally solved in September 2024. A breakthrough came when a Reddit user found a reference to a Spanish magazine Tendencias woman, issue number 162, that featured a strikingly similar-looking model on the cover. The name Leticia Sarda surfaced as a potential match, a professional model from Spain who had some prominence in the 1990s. This clue led the Reddit community to track down the photographer of that magazine shoot, a man named Leandra Escorcel. When contacted, Escorcel confirmed that the woman in his photographs for that issue was indeed Leticia Sarda, and he recognized her as the same person depicted on the mystery fabric. It turned out the curtain designers had used Sarda's image, likely without permission, as part of the collage of celebrities, explaining why she was alongside mainstream stars. Leticia Sarda herself, who had long since left the spotlight, was astonished to learn about the internet saga. She graciously acknowledged the discovery, even participating in a Reddit AMA, or Ask Me Anything, as herself after being identified, to satisfy everyone's curiosity. With that, celebrity number 6 was no longer a mystery. She had a name and a story.